The current situation with Nepal feeling the pinch of dwindling foreign reserves is asking its citizens living abroad to deposit funds in domestic banks as part of efforts to ensure the financial system has enough liquidity and to preserve foreign exchange reserves. The character of Nepal's economic woes is similar to that of Sri Lanka. Economic activities in both countries are driven by the tourism sector, and the COVID-19 pandemic has made the situation worse for India's two neighboring countries. The hard-hit tourism sector and the dwindling foreign exchange reserves. Nepal is one of the world's most attractive tourist destinations because of its rich culture and heritage. However, due to the coronavirus outbreak, the ever-growing tourism sector has gone into a state of complete standstill. The worst affected sector under this global crisis is tourism, be it its geographic segments, inbound, outbound, and domestic, or almost all its verticals: corporate, meetings, incentives, conferences, and exhibitions, heritage, cruise, adventure, and leisure. Tourism is a crucial sector in Nepal, contributing a significant proportion to the GDP. The industry generates foreign exchange earnings, creates millions of jobs, boosts revenue, and encourages pay scales. The Himalayan countries is heavily dependent on tourism and the export of limited commodities for the foreign exchange reserves that the country needs to meet its import expenditure. Nepal has witnessed a drastic decline in foreign tourist arrivals since the onset of COVID-19 pandemic. The FTAs peaked to 1.2 million in the year 2019. However, in the year 2020, FTAs fell to 2.3k. For a country like Nepal, this sudden sharp decline in FTAs and the collapse of small establishments in the tourism sector, which are not able to recover their fixed cost, resulted in a decline in foreign exchange reserves. Rising imports. Nepal's import bill rose 38.6% to $10.8 billion in the first 8 months of the financial year 2020-21 that started in mid-July. This forced the government to dip into foreign currency reserves amid sluggish export earnings. Nepal has imposed curbs on luxury good imports to rein in capital outflows. Foreign exchange reserves fell over 18% to $9.6 billion as of mid-March from mid-July, enough for around 6 months' imports. Soaring global prices of commodities such as crude and edible oil are adding pressure on the Nepal foreign currency reserves amid a decline in remittances and tourist earnings. By depositing their saving in Nepal, overseas Nepalis would continue to maintain their link as well as benefit from 6 to 7% interest offered by Nepali Bank Finance Minister Janardhan Sharma said. In Nepal, remittances by overseas workers, which constitute nearly a quarter of their economy, are crucial for external payments, fell 3% to $5.3 billion between mid-July 2021 to mid-March 2022, compared with a 5% increase in the same period a year earlier. Is Nepal going the Sri Lankan way? Nepal is paying a high cost for oil import, which constitutes 13% of the total import. The surge in fuel prices has had a cascading effect on the price of commodity goods. Nepal has decided to accept $659 million in aid received from the United States and about $150 million in soft loans from the World Bank. Like Sri Lanka, Nepal is also an import-dependent country. The world has seen the devastation of the Sri Lankan economy. Now, Nepal's economy is crumbling.